Hello friends, welcome to your yoga practice. In today's class we are going to keep it moving. So that's not to say we're going to be rushing or going too fast, but we are going to be moving through a flow with not many breaks. And we are also going to have some time to work on side crow. So if that's something that you're working on or you're interested in, this is the class for you. If you really enjoy this class and my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me out a whole bunch, and then we can practice together more often. And if you'd like to learn more about my retreats and my yoga trainings and everything else I offer, you can find me at jrockyoga.com and on Instagram at jrockyoga. So let's get to the flow, and I will see you on the other side. We're going to come to start today in a child's pose position. So make your way to the backs of your mats. Your big toes come to touch, your knees can come nice and wide. And as you inhale, just feel an elongation coming up through the root, all the way out the crown of your head. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, walk your way down into your child's pose. So starting our class with intention, not just throwing ourselves into our child's pose, but really intentionally moving into our beginning posture. And then allowing yourself to settle in. And as you settle in here, just notice if any wiggles arrive and your body kind of wants to sway its hips or you want to rock your head, go ahead and do that. Just allowing your body to settle in onto your mat. And with a flow like today, we're going to be moving through our postures just fluidly, breath to breath. It leads us to a place where we can solely focus on what's happening in the present moment, what's happening with our body, and it doesn't lead a lot of extra time for our mind to wander. So this is going to be a beautiful practice to get focused and to really come to center. Let's take a nice big inhale through our nose, filling all the way down into your belly, and then open your mouth. Closing off your lips, breathing just in and out through your nose, finding a steady breath. And then bringing your awareness to your hands and starting to walk your hands a little bit farther forward on your mat. Feel your fingertips grip in, and as you inhale, start to hollow your low belly, press off your shins, and round all the way up to all fours. You'll find your shoulders kind of stacked right above your wrists, and you'll find your hips right above your knees. As you inhale, start to drip your belly down toward the earth. Imagine your shoulder blades coming together and the back of your head wanting to meet your tailbone. As you exhale, round by pressing into the earth, hollowing your belly, relaxing your neck. Inhale, untucking your tail, allowing your belly to drop, opening up. Exhale, spine rounding. And starting to move through a few of these with your very own breaths. Allowing your inhales and your exhales to set the tone and pace. We're all very unique. Our breath lengths, what we need to spend more time on, it's very individual to your body. So really turn on your intuitive mind. Move with you. Slowly start to come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to take a couple barrel rolls. It's morning where I am, so I'm getting all the wiggles out. These feel really good. So start to take your rib cage out toward the left side of your mat, almost like it's being pulled, and then drop your belly to the earth. Rib cage all the way out to the right like it's being pulled, and then cat pose by pressing in and rounding. And then to the left, down, to the right, and up. And just start to call your breath in whatever way feels good. You can pause in a spot that feels sticky or really good. And just do what feels right for you. Kind of getting into all the crevices. You can put your head and neck into it. Maybe you bend your elbows a little. Make it a little bigger, or a little bit more primal. And then switch directions. Really gathering into your breath. Coming back to your neutral spine, tuck your toes if they're untucked and glide your sitting bones back towards your heels into an active child's pose. As you inhale, round forward to all fours, and as you exhale, downward facing dog, glide up and back. First downward facing dog of the day, feel free to pedal out your knees, sway your hips. Any movements that your body intuitively wants, go ahead and do that. And then settle into your downward facing dog. Start to root in through your first knuckle and your thumb knuckle and really press the ground away. And oftentimes you'll maybe take your shoulders away from your ears. And in this practice, I want you to think almost like shrugging as you press down into the earth. Notice your shoulders shrug up towards your ears, engaging all of the muscles on your back. And then think about your armpits. If they had eyes, they'd look at each other. And as you're pressing the mat down and away, your armpits start to roll in toward one another. Whew. And then tilt your tailbone up toward the sky. Gentle pull in of the waist, a little cinch from front, back, left, and right. As you inhale, glide forward to a strong plank. Shoulders are above your wrists. Hips are right in line with the shoulders, and you can have the tailbone slightly untucked so you're not like fully rounded, but then absorb your low ribs, your floating ribs into your belly. So it's almost like you have a little curl. Good, so feel everything light up here. Inhale, three-legged plank, lift your right leg off the ground. Exhale, right knee across your body to your left elbow or armpit. Good, inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, place your foot down. Good, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, cross it over to your right armpit, right elbow. Three-legged plank, inhale. Exhale, put it down. We're gonna move a little bit faster through this. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, cross. Three-legged plank. Place it down, exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, cross. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, put it down. One more each side. Inhale, right. Exhale, cross. Inhale, back. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, cross. Inhale, back. Exhale, down. Take an inhale, look forward. Absorb your ribs. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. All the way down to your belly. Whoo. Untuck your toes. Hands come right underneath your shoulders. Press to the tops of your feet. And as you inhale, lift into your cobra pose. Wrap your elbows down and back. Exhale, release, chin to mat. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, cobra. And exhale, let it go. For your next inhale, lift into your cobra, and then press into your arms, straighten them, upward facing dog. Bend into your elbows a little bit, and inhale, scoop your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and long breath out. Reconnecting with the mat, reconnecting with your body. On your next inhale, look forward, come all the way up onto your tippy toes and start to tippy toe your straight legs all the way up to the front of your mat. And this takes a little bit of time, so don't rush it. Compress your core to your thighs. Woo. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift. Heart pulls away from your thighs. Hug your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up over your head, stretch tall. Maybe you look up. And as you exhale, draw your hands into your heart center. Pause. Allow yourself a moment to Feel what you feel. Maybe we built a little heat with our plank and you feel your heart. A little warmth building in your body. Just take this moment to welcome an intention in for your practice. Whatever it is you need right now in your life, groundedness, peace, joy, curiosity, welcome it in. Take a few breaths with your intention. Slowly release your hands down by your sides. Blink your eyes open. As you inhale, circle your arms up over your head and stretch tall. As you exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, and fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Scoop your heart forward. And as you exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank. Hold here for your inhale. And hold here for your exhale. As you inhale, glide to your tippy toes, look forward, lead with your heart. Lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. Slow your breath. Reconnect your gaze. Find your drishti spot. One steady place to look at, maybe up at your belly, maybe on a place behind you on the wall. Allowing yourself to find a little bit of stillness here. On your next inhale, look to the top of your mat. Come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, and as you exhale, float, whoop, or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms up over your head, stretch. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. As you inhale, float your right leg all the way up toward the sky using your inner thigh. And as you exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Anchor your back heel down at 45 degrees. And as you inhale, ripple your body up, warrior one. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, grow tall through your spine. As you exhale, waterfall your hands to frame your front foot. Come up on your back tippy toes. Rock back onto your right heel with a straight leg. Hollow your body like cat pose. And step your straight right leg back to downward facing dog. Ripple forward, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Inhale, float your left leg up toward the sky. And as you exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Your back heel spins flat this time, parallel to the back of your mat. Inhale, warrior two, cartwheel up. Pause for your exhale. As you inhale, reach and flip your front palm forward. And as you exhale, exalted warrior, reverse. Inhale to cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot. Peel your back heel up, rock onto your front heel, and suction your straight leg up, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Slow your breath. Slow your heart rate. Reconnect. Press through your hands, press through your feet. On your next inhale, your gaze comes forward, come up on the tippy toes, bend your knees, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, and lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, this time your left leg floats up to the sky. And as you exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Back foot drops at a 45-degree angle. Warrior one, inhale, rise. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, frame your front foot. Pick up your back heel and rock onto your front heel. Suction your straight left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Inhale, float your right leg up toward the sky. As you exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, back heel flat, parallel to the back of your mat. Warrior two, inhale to cartwheel up. Exhale to settle. Inhale, flip your front palm and reach forward. Exhale, exalted, reach back. Inhale, cartwheel your hands down, picking up your back heel, rocking onto your front heel. Suction your straight leg up, step it back, downward facing. Inhale, ripple forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. And just start to settle back into your downward facing dog. Slowing your breath, finding your drishti point. Seeing if we could come from a lot of dynamic movement to some type of stillness. Stepping your left foot a little center, inhale your right leg all the way up toward the sky. Keeping your right leg straight, start to karate kick your right leg out toward the right side, keeping it hip height. Keep it straight, 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 all the way until you step your right foot in between your hands. Anchor your left hand, reach your right arm up, forward and over your head, coming into an open twist. Beautiful. If you want, you can tent up onto your left fingertips and really scoop your left shoulder underneath your heart, opening up through your front body. Almost like your right arm pulls back and your heart pulls forward, a beautiful tug of war. Beautiful. Slowly start to reach your right arm forward. And then sweep your right arm underneath your left arm, turning onto your left heel and squatting down, Skandasana. Beautiful. And then you'll take eagle arms and think about your left knee being bent. So it's almost like your heels are hugging in toward one another. You can take an inhale here, and as you exhale, if it feels all right, bow in. Really feeling the groundedness of this posture. And then slowly start to rise, reaching fingertips up toward the sky. Find the buoyancy by squeezing your left heel towards your right heel. And start to lift towards center. Plant your left foot and pivot toward the back of your mat, coming into warrior one. You might need to rearrange your feet just a smidgen. And find your warrior one with your eagle arms. Start to lift up through your elbows as you melt down through your front knee. Finding an openness here. If you'd like, you can start to open your arms into a cactus, and maybe you lift your heart a little bit. Press into the outer edge of your back foot. Feel really weighted into what's touching the ground so that you can lift and puff your heart higher. Warrior two. Settling into warrior two toward the back of your mat. Again, let your hips get weighted. Let your spinal column be long, be light. Inhale, flip your front palm. And as you exhale, reverse. Beginning to straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. Start to reach your left arm directly in front of your chest, pulling you forward and all the way down into a wide-legged fold. Move your left arm to the outer right ankle and find a twist, right arm up toward the sky. Maybe your right hand reaches around your back for your inner thigh. Maybe some clothing. See what feels good here, right? And wiggle around. Finding some openness through your heart. Release your bind, reaching your right arm back up toward the sky. And then begin to walk your hands to the top of your mat as you pivot both heels so that you're in a wide pyramid shape. Both hands are framing your front leg. And then as you inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, pyramid twist. Draw your right hip back as you ground deep down into your ball mound of your right big toe. So press the ball mound of your right big toe forward as you pull your right hip back. Start to really open your heart toward the right side of your mat. And then reach your right arm over your right ear. Rock back onto your front heel. And step, suction your right foot all the way back, downward dog. Inhale, press off your toes and ripple forward. Chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing as you exhale. Inhale, float your left leg all the way up toward the sky. Keeping your left leg straight, activate your toes, start to karate kick your left leg out toward the left side of your mat. Keep it high. Go really, really slow and bring it forward until you step your left foot in between your hands. Good. Anchor your right hand and inhale your left arm up toward the sky, open twist. And I like to come up on my fingertips and kind of walk my bottom arm out so that I have more space to be with the heart. As I inhale, my heart pulls forward, and then I reach my left arm back. With each inhale, our heart is being asked to puff forward, and we can rotate our right shoulder blade underneath it. With each exhale, find a little surrender. And then slowly start to reach your left arm forward, 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 and then reach it under your right arm, pivoting toward the right side of your mat, turning your right toes up, and coming into your Skandasana on the left side, taking eagle arms. First, activate your feet and put a micro bend in your knees. Imagine drawing your feet together toward one another. And then if you'd like, start to bow forward. Bowing forward, allowing your hips to soften, but still keeping a little bit of tension with the bent knees. Protecting our joints, keeping our muscles active and flexible. Slowly begin to rise if you bowed. Keep the tension on your heel, squeeze your feet together, and then start to transfer the weight center. Turn your right toes to the back of your mat, and pivot into your warrior one facing the back of the mat. Whew. And if you need to use your hands for that transition, that's fine. Adjust your feet, and feel your elbows lifting as you melt down into your feet and your legs. Find an opposite action. Maybe your arms come uncrossed. You goalpost them. Maybe your heart lifts a little bit up. Warrior two. Inhale to flip your front palm. And exhale, reverse and exalt your warrior. Begin to straighten your front leg and turn your toes parallel to the back of your mat. Start to reach your right hand forward in front of your heart, like you're being pulled over to the right side, and then down, wide-legged fold. Reach your right hand for the outer left ankle and twist. Left arm can come right up to the sky. Maybe you wrap your left arm around your back and reach for your inner right thigh, or maybe just on your sacrum. Find a softness. What can you release and what can you let go of? What can fall out the crown of your head? Slowly release your left arm from its bind and reach both hands to the top of your mat, pivoting your heels and your toes to the front of your mat so that you're in a wide stance pyramid. Back heel is lifting. Anchor your right hand. Inhale, float your left arm up toward the sky and twist. Press and root the ball mound of your left big toe down and forward as you draw your left hip back. So you feel this stretching in the back of your left leg. Spiraling your heart a little bit up toward the sky, find your steady breaths. Slowly start to reach your left arm over your left ear. Hands frame your front foot. Rock onto your front heel, suction through your core, pick up your leg and step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing. Exhale. Step your left foot center, and as you inhale, float your right leg up toward the sky. Start to send your right leg straight as you can, like you're shooting a laser beam out the bottom of your foot, out to the right side, karate kicking. And as slow as you can go, step your right foot in between your hands. Anchor left hand, inhale your right arm up, open twist, and send your right arm back behind you. Find this openness through your heart, almost like it's being pulled forward, weighted through your feet. And then inhale, right arm comes back over your right ear, and continue to sweep your right arm underneath your left, pivoting toward the left side of your mat. Skandasana, wrap your arms for eagle. Draw your heels in toward one another. Find buoyancy. Feel the weightiness of your tailbone, of your pelvis. Begin to call on the buoyancy, squeeze your heels toward one another, and start to transfer towards the back of your mat. Warrior one once again with your eagle arms. And just allow yourself space and presence here. A little bit of stretch by lifting your elbows. A little bit of groundedness by bending into your back knee. Feel the heat of your posture. And then inhale. Sweep your arms up over your head. Peel your back heel off the ground so that you're in a full crescent lunge. First one of the day. So find your balance. Drop your hands into your heart center and take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly start to reach your heart forward and then twist over to your left. Your right elbow will hook outside of your left knee. Hello to the plant back here. This plant is so beautiful, I love him. And just find a real awareness of your twist. So you're grounded through your feet, your right heel is pressing back, and in your twist, as you press your right elbow into your outer left thigh and your thigh into your elbow, you maybe lean a little bit back with your top shoulder. There's a rotation. Slowly, with each exhale, maybe there's a little bit more opening for your top shoulder, and our right ribs spiral under us and up. Shift your gaze down to look just in front of your left big toe. Come up onto your back tippy toes and slowly step your right foot next to your left so that you're in a chair twist. Beautiful. Sit the tailbone down, pull your heart forward, and rotate your torso over to the left side of your mat. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Slowly begin to send the weight of your bum down towards your heels and come to a squat. So we're going to practice our side crow today. I'm very excited for this. I'm gonna actually spin around so you can see what I'm doing, but you stay where you are. You're going to take both of your hands and just place them over to the left side of you. So you might wanna walk them a little out off your mat. I like to take space away. Find what works for you, but your shoulders are going to be above your wrists like we do in chaturanga. So you're already rotated. Your knees and your thighs are already stacked on top of your triceps. So we're not even floating anywhere or going anywhere, we're already stacked though. And I want you to think about gripping the mat with your fingertips. Also, look down and notice if your hands are really close together, you're not gonna have space for your heart to go through your arms. So you wanna take a little bit of a wider stance. I'm gonna offer you two ways to come into your side crow. One's a little easier and one's a little bit more challenging. They're both side crow. So whatever you choose is great. Come up onto your tippy toes. And the first option, I want you to look forward. So it's almost like you're casting your heart forward over a really nice cliff, and if you fall, there's clouds. So cast your heart forward through your arms. And then I want you to take your left elbow and whoop, place it like a shelf into your left hip, kind of like squeezing your left tricep into your left rib cage. This is option one. And then cast your heart forward, come all the way up to your tippy toes. Really look forward, look more forward, and then just try flexing your feet so that you float. Squeeze your legs together, squeeze your ankles together. Good. If that worked for you, amazing. Then come back down, and then we'll try the second time. The second option. So hands stay exactly the same, everything stays exactly the same, but this time you're gonna think about wrapping your armpit in, but we're not going to hug it. You're just going to use like the chaturanga strength of your arm, and your left hip will float. Okay, so cast your heart forward, come up to your tippy toes, and just start to lean forward. Bend into your elbows. Bend into your elbows, bend into your elbows, lean forward, flex your feet. Squeeze ankles, squeeze thighs. Look forward. Beautiful. Good work. Come all the way back to your downward facing dog. You have the option to flow through a vinyasa or just stay and breathe. We meet in our downward facing dog and we take a moment together. Whether you absolutely understood that pose and it clicked, or maybe it was a little wobbly or your feet didn't lift, that's okay, that's all part of the process. You're still doing side crow. Every time we come to our mat and we try something new or challenging, our brain is getting comfortable with it, our muscles are getting stronger. And eventually, our toes will lift up and we'll be in our posture. So let go of what just was and let's come back to our breath. Step our right foot center and inhale, lift your left leg up toward the sky. Start to karate kick your left leg out to the left side of your mat. Keep it high until you step your left foot in between your hands. Anchor right hand, inhale left arm up toward the sky. And then send your left arm back behind you. Find some opening in your heart. Maybe you pop up onto your bottom fingertips. Inhale, sweep your left arm over your left ear, and then begin to journey your left arm underneath your right, pivoting toward the right side of your mat, Skandasana, and eagle eyes your arms. Keep both knees buoyant and like you're hugging your heels toward one another. And as you hug the heels towards one another, can you get taller through your spine and weightier through your tail? Begin to really magnetize, squeeze your feet together so that you come through center, planting your right foot. Warrior one, facing the back of your mat with your eagle arms. Feel free to adjust your back foot. Slowing everything down. Maybe you lift your elbows, finding a stretch underneath your arms. And then releasing your arms straight up, peeling onto your back toes, and coming to your crescent lunge on the right side. Drop your hands into your heart center, and as you inhale, press off your back toes, lean forward. Exhale to twist over to your right, left elbow hooks outside of your right knee. And again, side crow comes from our twist and it comes from our core. Yes, we need balance and we need shoulder strength, but it really comes from twisting. So think about rotating your bottom ribs up toward your sky and leaning your right shoulder back. And can you breathe through this? Stay with your breath. Look just in front of your right big toe and start to press off your back toe until you step your back foot next to your front foot and you're in your chair. Retwist, press your heels of your palms into one another. Send your tailbone down and send your heart forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly begin to lift your heels as you sink your bum toward them, so that you're in your preparation for your side crow. You can stay where you are. I'm gonna jump to the center of my mat so you can see me. But feel free to wiggle around or find a spot that feels good and grippy for you. We're gonna take both variations on this side as well. So really look to the right side and then plant both of your hands like you were gonna do a chaturanga, like a really weird chaturanga. Imagine that. Grip into your finger pads. And remember, we're casting our heart forward. We're diving off a cliff of fluffy pillows, and it's very safe. And know that one side of our body might be a little different. So if you nail it on this side, but the other side was wobbly, that's completely normal. We just keep working. For the first one, we're going to come up onto our tippy toes, glue our left tricep to our leg, and then start to cast our heart forward, and then hug our right elbow as a shelf into our right rib cage. And then we're going to cast our heart forward even more, lean forward, look forward, flex our feet. Squeeze our ankles, squeeze our thighs. Slowly come down. Woo. And then reset. Maybe a few bounces, a few wiggles. Retwist, left elbow outside, and replant your hands. Chaturanga arms. Beautiful. So take your chaturanga arms this time. And now, this time, you're not making a shelf, but you are hugging your elbow inward. So both elbows press down and go in, so that they create like a vacuum suction. Good. So, cast your heart forward and move into your pose. Cast your heart forward, cast your heart forward. When you get there, look forward, flex your feet. Squeeze ankles, squeeze thighs. And when you're done, come down. Slowly start to walk your hands to the top of your mat. Take a vinyasa or meet in down dog. Place both of your knees down on your mat. Sit back on your heels and bring your palms face up on your thighs. Allow yourself to marinate in all of kind of the effects of what just happened. Noticing how you're feeling, whether things went the way you wanted to, maybe they went better, maybe they didn't go the way you wanted to, but none of that really matters. That's our mind doing what it does. And so our work is to show up. It's just to show up. And the more we show up, the more we prove to ourselves that we are strong and we are capable and we can. And we have been strong and have been capable all along. So each time we carry out a promise to ourselves, each time we get on our mat, it's like a little love note to our mind, our soul, our body. Just allow yourself a few moments to soak in all of the strength, all of the lessons. Start to blink your eyes open. And we'll take our palms together at the center of our heart and interlace our fingers. Start to circle your wrists in one direction. And then circle your wrists in the opposite. Release your wrists, slide your feet over to one side, and then come all the way down onto your bum. Maybe scooch a little bit toward the top of your mat. And as you inhale, sweep your arms forward and lift through your heart. As you exhale, start to curl down, almost like someone's pulling you forward and they're trying to make you not curl down. Press down into your feet and just curl, curl, curl. Resist, resist, resist. Go slow. And then coming all the way down, hugging both of your knees inward. Keeping your right knee in and extend your left leg long. Interlace your fingers on your right shin and draw your right knee around your ribcage into your right armpit. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, take a supine twist. Right arm out to the right, right knee over to the left. Allowing yourself to slow down. Come back through center, hugging both knees in. Keep your left knee in and extend your right leg, interlacing fingers just below your left knee. Inhale, draw your left knee up and into your left armpit, avoiding your rib cage. Exhale, supine twist. Left arm out to the left. Come on back towards center. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a big squeeze, maybe forehead to knees. And let your head rest down and send your legs and your arms up toward the sky. And then just start to shake. Shake out your wrists, shake out your feet. Shake, 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 shake. As much as you can. Shake, 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 shake. Faster. More fun, more energy. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Pause. And just feel the energy. Allow all the sensations to course through your body, noticing them. Just allowing them to drip into every pore. When you're ready, begin to extend your legs long on your mat and extend your arms, preparing for our final posture. Allowing your full body to drop down. All of the hard work is done. Now you gain the benefits. Take a full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Take rest. Allow your breath to deepen. And if you need more time resting, please take that. Start to move your fingers and your toes if you're ready. And then maybe take a full body stretch, legs come together, arms over your head. Before pulling your knees into your chest and rolling to a side. Feeling the earth support you. And then pressing your way up to a comfortable seat. Nice and easy. Growing your spine long. Allow your hands to float together at the center of your heart and just gently bow your brain to the wisdom of your heart. Thank you, body. Thank you, mind. Thank you, soul, for taking me through this practice today. Thank you to all of those who have gifted me this practice so that I can now gift it to you. And we can share in union in yoga. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed this spicy little flow. Maybe you got a little time to fly as well, or perhaps you learned a little bit about how to fly in the future. If you like this class, please consider subscribing to my channel. Then we can practice together more often, and it really does help me as a creator. If you'd like to learn more about my yoga trainings, my retreats, or just keep in touch in general, my Instagram is @jrockyoga, and my website is jrockyoga.com. I'll see you next time.